guys, we got this great clip from one of our long content videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Enjoy.
I used to work for banks, managing foreclosure processes, and I developed an expertise in distress loans. I represent investors buying foreclosures at courthouses. Courthouses are a good place to go and look for opportunities. Go and look for properties that have equity, that have a lot of potential, that are currently available.
And we are just seeing finally, after the flu, the courts are now again in the process of foreclosing and going through selling at auction at the different courthouses around the island, where for the last couple of years they had put a moratorium on that stuff. So there's kind of a backlog, is that correct? Want to talk to that a little bit?
Yep. So not only have the amount of foreclosures increased, but the amount of bidders going to those opportunities and judicial sales decrease. So you have a balance right there that creates opportunities for individual investors or groups that are interested in finding deals.
Let's talk about the way that the foreclosure process works here, but it's a little bit different than many places in the States, and I'll just preface it. So in Florida, for instance, where I'm very familiar, you go to the sale and you bring 5% of the money at the time of the auction, and then you have 24 hours to bring the rest of the cash back.
Yeah.
So it's a very quick timeline, but here it's a little bit different, even quicker and a little bit more strenuous.
It's different, but before getting into the details of how you pay for an acquisition through a foreclosure process, let's talk about what's prior to that. Legally speaking, lawyers are it's mandatory for them to publish these processes. So you have enough time to know what property, which debtor is going through the foreclosure process. So you'll have time to prepare and do some due diligence. Once you feel comfortable with the deal, you'll go on a specific auction date at a specific time to the marshal's office, and depending on the municipality, you'll go to the Fajardo courthouse or the San Juan courthouse to be able to acquire these properties. Pricing and actual payment, you are not able to leave the courthouse without paying for the property.
In full.
In full. In full. And since this is a moving target, because if you have more than one bidder, you're gonna actually do a live auction right there on the spot. My suggestion to any investor interested in going through this process is to take multiple 35 checks, up to the amount that you're willing to bid. Otherwise, you're gonna get outbid. If you bid and you don't have the money, you can actually get banned for life. So
for life?
Yeah, for life. So you won't be able to attend that same courthouse.
There are also some other differences here in Puerto Rico than there are in many parts of the States, which has to do with the amount of times that the property goes through the sale before it might actually be bought by an investor. So it's a one-time sales date in Florida. But here, they actually have a system where you do 3 different sales dates. You want to talk about that a little bit and tell us how that works.
When a bank has a mortgage or a financial institution has a mortgage over a property, they'll actually give 3 dates. And the reason they do that is because the person, the borrower, might be paying for some time and he might have a balance for less than the original amount, than the original mortgage amount. So the rules are, in general terms, the following. The bank will take the property at the full amount on the first sale date. And full amount means full mortgage original amount. On the second, it's 2/3, and on the third, it's half.
Yeah. What have you seen recently with the amount of foreclosures that are coming to the island versus maybe say over the last couple of years?
So there's been an increase in foreclosures, I would say, within the last 6 months. It's mostly related to the increase in interest rates, and that has definitely affected people and borrowers that were current on their mortgages and now they're not.
Yeah.
Banks, they don't have any option. They're structured, they're highly regulated. They have to foreclose, once somebody's 90 days past due. So yeah, there's an increase in the amount of foreclosures that are going on, and there's less debtors now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that. Subscribe to our channel, watch this next, and then also check out the pinned content for more great content, guys. God bless.